Hello YouTube, how's it going? My name is Nico, I'm from Germany, and there's another one of those. It's a tier list, guys. They're really well clicked, so I thought, why not make another one, right? And not only one more, this is like the start of a new era, basically. I thought I might go through the games and try to rate these bosses. I'm saying try because I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna remember it all, but I'm trying to rate these bosses after my first playthrough experience, which was good in almost all of these games except for Dark Souls 2. That was tough, not gonna lie, but it grew on me a lot. There are the bosses down below behind me. As you can see, I'm gonna make myself smaller again, like always. Bibbidi bobbidi boo to the left. And yeah, we have the categories from S to E, of course, as always. I didn't think about the rating a lot before I started the video, so let's just jump into it. I also don't want to make this video too long. We're already a minute in. We're just gonna go through and try to remember what was good and what was bad in my first playthrough of Dark Souls 1. Remastered, I should say. I didn't play through the Prepare to Die edition. I was a little bit late for the Prepare to Die edition. Asylum Demon was a fucking pain in my ass. But I really enjoyed fighting this guy. I don't know. I knew it would be a painful experience, so I expected this to happen, I believe. And that's why it wasn't that bad for me. It's kind of a cool boss fight. I don't know. I think it would rate this a B, because it's not a bad boss at all. It's just like it has very limited pattern, but it like introduces you to the series, right? So that's why I would rate this. It's not a bad boss at all. And some people also say that it sucks that there are basically more of those. But first and foremost, it's like it makes sense lore-wise. And not only does it make sense, it's kind of cool that when you face another one of those, it's easier for you to beat them. And it feels like you progressed as the player, you know? You understood the pattern, you know what to do and what not to do. And that's kind of what I like about Dark Souls a lot. When these enemies, or when these bosses become normal enemies sometimes. The gargoyle fight was also... I gotta say, I might rate these up high. Even though Dark Souls 1 hitless is not my favorite hitless run, I might rate these bosses up high, because my first playthrough in Dark Souls 1 was really cool. Like, I enjoyed the shit out of this game. And I have to rate the gargoyle boss almost an A boss fight, because I was so surprised, pleasantly surprised almost, after the second gargoyle jumped down, and I had to fight both. And it was just like an experience that I believe, never had in a video game, where I thought, man, I fought this one gargoyle, or after halfway through, I'm like, man, we can do this, and then there is a second one out of nowhere. That was kind of cool. I really did enjoy this. Capra Demon. I told you guys about, like, that enemies become, like, a boss become normal enemies and whatnot, but Capra Demon is a fucking C. I hate this boss, not because it's, like, a normal enemy later on. That's not the problem. The problem is the arena, and that there are these stupid dogs or whatnot. It's just super annoying, and I hated this fight. I can still hear me screaming. That was just a really bad boss fight back then for me, because I just didn't understand why they create this stupid arena with these stupid dogs and this stupid Capra Demon in it. But we beat him, and we moved on. What's next? Is that Quelaag? Or is that Quelaag? No, that's Quelaag right here, right? Yeah, that looks like Quelaag. Quelaag definitely absolute S tier boss fight, because she has qualities, and she's a very cool boss. Lore-wise, and I like the design. I like the design a lot. The spider part, of course. She's like it's a very cool boss, in my opinion. And very hard as well. Like, the moment you made it all the way down to Quelaag, and then you fight Quelaag, and you always have to be almost have to be poisoned to fight that bitch. That makes it like intense and cool and sexy and everything combined together as your boss fight, guys. Oh, I should say that as well. If you wanna, like, please let me know down below what you like the most or what boss you like the most in Dark Souls 1. I'm gonna do the same thing for Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 as well, of course. Bloodborne and the other games might follow as well. But first, the series. What is next? Quelaag. Yeah, let's go with the Golem. The Iron Golem is next. The Iron Golem is definitely, yeah, it's like the Asylum Demon. I would rate it a B. It's a very cool boss, though. It can, like, the mechanic that there's another giant throwing these bombs and you can kill this giant and then you don't have these bombs any longer in your arena. That's a cool mechanic, a little bit. The staggering mechanic that he can fall off, that's also pretty dope. Maybe it's actually an A-tier boss fight. I don't know how much I enjoyed it. I think I would, well, let's just make it a B. Let's just make it a B. Maybe it's, like, in between, but it's a good boss. It's definitely a good boss. And you can kill him in the dick. It's a A-tier boss. You can kill him in the dick. How am I not rating this dude A-tier? What's next? Let's go with Pinwheel. Pinwheel obviously is... It's an annoying boss. And you get like a lot of people KWing at you when you die to him. I don't like Pinwheel. So we'll just like put him down, see. I remember I have not enjoyed this motherfucker in my first playthrough either, I believe. It's just an annoying boss fight, nothing less. Okay, Pinwheel done. Let's go with... Oh my god, that's Ceaseless? This looks like Ceaseless, right? Ceaseless is one of the worst fucking... I hate Ceaseless, actually. I'm gonna make him a C. Ceaseless. I think this is him. If we find him somewhere else, we can still change, but I think the Ceaseless is this, and this is definitely the worst, or one of the worst boss fights for me. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna try to do it as quick as possible. I really don't want this video, or it's gonna be longer than 10 minutes, but I'm gonna try to make it, like, not much longer. BOC, I know a lot of people hate the BOC, and I know it's also a little bit, like, mixed up, but we're gonna end up with a complete boss list. BOC, a lot of people hate it. Like, I like that From Software did this, that they tried to implement, like, a new mechanic to fight a boss, instead of just, like, deplete the health bar until it's, like, 0. But what I don't like is the Walk of Shame for BOC. Like, you can easily die on this boss, and I died a couple of times in my first playthrough fighting BOC. The Walk of Shame is the worst, but like, I like that they tried to make this like a new mechanic. This is better than these two, so I'm gonna make it a B. I know most of you guys want to scream at me now and say stuff like, Nico, you motherfucker, BOC is bad. But I actually like BOC. I do like the boss itself, the design, the lore. And I was really stunned sliding down there and then looking at this like massive boss, basically. But I thought it's a massive boss, even though it's just that bug. It's a cool first playthrough experience for sure. ONS, what can I say, guys? Brick hard. I died like 50 times to ONS in my first playthrough. It was cool. Not gonna lie, it was really cool. I can fondly look back to all of these deaths. What is this? Oh, this is the Fire Sage, right? Oh, and that's the Centipede? Or is that the Centipede and that the Fire Sage? Let's just make this the Fire Sage. Fire Sage as same, B. Like the Asylum Demon. And the Centipede is definitely A. Like, if this is a Centipede, this is an A-tier boss fight. I love this. This is a cool boss. The only thing that's a little bit annoying is the lava. And that you can, like, not go everywhere fighting the guy. But that also makes it kind of spicy. I enjoy the design. And that it, like, shoots himself, like, your way. And then you can cut off, like, the tail or one of his, like, arms or heads or whatever that is. It's pretty dope. And I really enjoyed fighting the Centipede in my first playthrough. The bonfire is right next to it. So I would say this is a great fucking boss fight. Definitely a good one. What is this? Is this another asylum demon? Or what is this? I don't even know. Let's just keep this out of the way for now. Maybe we'll come up with it. Oh, this is the vagina dragon. The vagina dragon is... It's actually... Wasn't that cool of a boss fight, was it? But it was better than Pinwheel and Capra Demon. It is a B as well. It's not an A tier boss fight. Because maybe it was pretty stunning actually in my first playthrough. I remember that giant dragon crawling out of the sewers and then like first you think it's really small and then it turns out that it's a massive fucking dragon and it's open and has like these claws or this rib cage out of teeth. No, let's make it A. It's actually very, very cool to look at. It's not a very hard fight though, but it's super cool and visually stunning, yes. So let's make it an A. Nito. The Gravelord Nito. That was kind of underwhelming and I was super annoyed by these skeletons. I don't know if the same for you guys, but for me these skeletons were omega annoying and I did not enjoy Nito in my first playthrough. So I'm gonna rate it C. I don't know, I'm not gonna go lower than this, I believe. Or lower than like D or... I don't need an E, I believe, because the bosses are just not in general garbage or anything. Civ. Oh my god, Civ staggered us yesterday, so I have to rate it E. No, Civ is actually one of the coolest boss fights. It's not an S, but it's an A. It's the lore behind it. It's a lore that's told without words, basically. Like, these characters don't talk to you, but it's still, you're still so emotionally invested, and I don't know. You feel bad fighting that dog in your first playthrough. And that alone, just like those feelings attached to it, even though you never like talk to Artorias or Civ or anything, it's just, I don't know, it's just a special way of storytelling. I really enjoyed it. Priscilla is definitely S. She has beautiful feet, guys. She can make herself invisible. I really like Priscilla. I think I didn't even fight Priscilla in my first playthrough. We can make it a meme S, but we should probably make it a B or an A. Let's make Priscilla an A. No, let's make it a B. I didn't fight her in my first playthrough. I know now, of course, you can like fight her and she's gonna go invisible, and the mechanic is kind of cool with the snow and that you can see her walk around and all. I like Priscilla. It's just not a super complex, energetic boss fight or something. But it's a cool one. The design is cool. Moonlight Butterfly. What to say? It's an annoying boss fight. It's a C. No, it's a D, actually. I really don't enjoy the Moonlight Butterfly at all. I really don't want to fight it. Ever. Still don't know what that is. Is this another asylum demon? Oh, no. This is the other one when you come back to the asylum. Of course. Let's go and put it right next to the fire sage. It's a cool boss fight. I for some reason, enjoy these asylum demon boss fights. I don't know. I did it on my first playthrough. I never was annoyed finding a new one. So I put them right there as well. The Four Kings is an A tier boss fight. I just enjoy the music, the darkness. You're always on the edge when you don't have a lot of damage, and there are like 2 kings or 3 kings around you at some point. It's just like the heart starts pumping, and it's such a great fight to push you, you know what I mean, and to further induce this anxiety of the darkness. It's really well made, and it's an A, maybe even an S tier boss fight. No, let's make it an S. That's an S. I really thought this was one of the best boss fights on the main game of Dark Souls. We have the Crystal Man, the Crystal Lizard. I'm I'm sorry. It's a lizard, but it's a C. I don't know. I mean, yeah, cool. He has this crystal and he's invincible and all, but it's just a gimmick, right? And overall, I don't know. It wasn't a fight for me. I just don't enjoy killing lizards, you know, guys? Okay, Gwyn. What's that, by the way? I don't know what that is. Wait, what could that be? Let's just go through. This is Gwyn now. Gwyn is... I don't know, it's pretty atmospheric, but it's a B. I'm sorry, Gwyn. I really, like... I really enjoyed Gwyn as a boss itself, but... I don't know, when you fight a melee, he is ridiculous sometimes. Or it seems to be that it's ridiculous, and when you fight him with parries or maybe ranged attacks, it can be quite easy. So there's no in-between, it almost feels like. He is almost a little bit too weak for a last boss. Especially on a Souls game, so I would rate him a B. Even though it's cool that when you go in, he's that hollow shell of himself, and all he tries to do is keep the flame afloat, and it's cool lore-wise, but I didn't enjoy the fight very much. That's Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn, right next to his daddy, also a B. Not a bad boss, but I don't know. Also not... Like, he has like 5 pattern or something, if even, right? 4 maybe, and he just ports away and flees the entire time. It's cool that it's like an endless or almost endless corridor, and you have to like chase him down and all. And he's an archer, which is pretty unique as well. But overall, it's not an A or not an S. Now we go into the DLC, even though I don't know what that is. What could that be, guys? Wait, let me zoom in for a moment. Let's scroll down. Zoom in and scroll down. What the fuck is this? Just like PvP? Wait, what could that be? Wait, what did we forget? What did we forget, guys? I can't remember. Maybe I remember at some point, but for now I can't remember what that could be. This is the first DLC boss, the Guardian, right? This is a cool boss, definitely a... Like, DLC bosses are super well made. You can tell that they learned, that they made, like, the DLC bosses with just more care. Wait, what could that be? I'm really confused. Second one in DLC would be Artorias. This is definitely up here. Artorias is one of the greatest boss fights. It's everything. The lore, the DLC lore is one of the greatest fucking pieces of lore I've ever like experienced. It's just fucking amazing. And I wish more DLCs would be like that. The videos, by the way, way too long. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna try to speed this up. Calamite, A. It's a fucking dinosaur. What can I say? It's a beautiful arena. It's just well made with Goth, and that Goth has to shoot Calamite, and then you go back, and then you fight Calamite. It's super well made. I really love Calamite. Manus also up there. Also super cool with the darkness and how strong he is. Like, he's really fucking... He's the toughest boss, I would say. Like, these two maybe are the two toughest bosses. I really do like them a lot. And now we have to figure out what the last one is. Because otherwise, I'm not able to... What the fuck is this? I cannot fucking tell. Okay, never mind. If you know what it is, please tell me down below in the comments, because I cannot figure out what that is. We have all the main bosses, I believe, and we have all the DLC bosses. So I don't the fuck know what that is, or who that is, but you might know, so please tell me. And I hope you also enjoyed this video. It's almost 20 minutes, way too long. I apologize for that. But we're gonna continue with Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. I might make Dark Souls 2 a 2-part video, because, as you might know, Dark Souls 2 has like 41 boss fights, which is a ton. So, yeah, we might have to make this a two type boss fight. This is not the dragon, right, down below there? No, it's not a dragon. I'm gonna figure it out, or you figure it out. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys in the next one, Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3. I'm not quite sure. It's gonna be a Dark Souls for sure. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next YouTube video or later on stream. Bye-bye.